There are 3 Explorer Bowmen, and I'll leave my main for last. First up is the Bowmaster. This is the hunter tree and they use bows. This class is literally a walking ball of continuous arrows. And in this video, my critical rate is only 77% since I forgot to turn my Legion skills on. And I wasn't using any link skills, so you can see the damage still isn't that bad with the insane amount of arrows that it is being shot. The goal of this class, as you can probably tell, is to have as many arrows and as many numbers on screen as fast as humanly possible. So the numbers might be a little bit smaller, but you'll see about 100 numbers at any given time. This class has a small difference from the crossbowman in the way of the quiver cartridge. So in the top right corner it has a symbol of an arrow that can be yellow or red, and depending on the color it has different effects. The red arrow gives you a chance to recharge health, which is nice for survivability. As you can probably see, my health is going down and back up, down and back up. It's because of that arrow. You can also switch it on command to yellow, which gives an extra 40% to your main attack skill. Finally, it has a summon that actually stays for 30 seconds and just shoots a continuous stream of arrows. Overall, pretty good class for damage over time with the potential to boss extremely well because of the high critical rate. The main con of this class is that it's pretty squishy because even at level 200 you can see here I only have 11,000 health. The second class will be our Marksman. These guys use crossbows and focus mainly on hitting with more visually impressive skills that hit once or twice for bigger numbers instead of smaller numbers over time. Their skills, as you can probably see in the background, are very explosive. They have most of the same skills as a Bowman, like the Blink Bolt that allows teleporting back to a single spot, an Ice Phoenix instead of fire, and the Painkiller skill which clears status effects. Otherwise, there's different skills focus much more on the single bolt at a time. I will say though that when the crossbow makes to level 200, like in this video, it does have a skill that buffs your normal one big arrow attack skill to fracture and hit up to 10 enemies. You'll see that in this video here just a little bit later. This class is a bit less mobile than the Bowmaster, but makes up for it with a little bit more health. It was at 17,000 in this video, and survivability. I noticed that this class is unable to jump and attack and keep moving without stopping on the ground for a brief moment. This is a bit of a turn off to me since I really enjoy mobile classes, but it doesn't have to be for you. And at the time of this filming, there were no link skills, and this class had an 81% critical rate. Finally, we have the Pathfinder. This class is a bit of a different animal. And I want to be clear that up front, this is my main, so ignore the damage numbers. I do have all of my link skills on. It's at 100% critical rate. So this is going to be a bit of an unfair comparison when it comes to the damage numbers. This class uses the ancient bow to shoot purple arrows very quickly. When Nexon created this class, they clearly wanted to meld the Marksman and Bowmaster together to create something new and different feeling. They succeeded. This class combines the movement of a thief with the damage potential of the best in Maplestory. Oh, and by the way, with Destiny update, this class got a 20% attack power boost. Not damage, attack power. Yeah. This class has two main attacks, one of which is an arrow explosion, and one of which is an arrow stream. When you alternate them, it actually makes fractal arrows that split off and attack other enemies. On top of that, the arrow explosion, when it hits less than the max enemies, which is 4, it actually does 10% more damage up to 4% max. So that coupled with a high critical rate and ignore defense is a devastating, insanely fast damage combo to bosses, which goes back to what I mentioned earlier. It also has really good movement skills that double its attacks. You'll see that in the video behind me when I rapidly move upwards between platforms and sometimes side to side. This class isn't as squishy as the others, but the downside to it is that it has a gauge. This gauge consists of 1000 points that recharges each time you hit an enemy, but since you attack so fast it recharges really without any delay. The bright side is that the Pathfinder is also equipped with a skill that recharges the gauge all the way, so when you use it all with the massive arrow burst damage, you can recharge it immediately. And yes, it has a skill that hits 15 times for 700% damage in one arrow. When I first played Pathfinder, I knew immediately this is the class I wanted to main, so hopefully when you find the class for you, it clicks immediately just like this one.